Hello! Today we will talk about the Magician archetype. Like the hero and the outlaw, he belongs to the mastery risk area. Therefore, wants to leave a thumbprint, a change into the world. In terms of consumer insight, magician and heroes have many things in common. They are both inspired by higher values. They have a high sense of responsibility. They tend to exceed their limits and to try to reach new targets which normally seem impossible. But there is a big difference between the two. The hero is usually the protagonist, the one who acts the change, while the magician is the catalyst of the change, is the one who foresees, who has a vision on how things could be changed, and is the one who recognizes the strength of the heroes even before the hero himself is aware of them. Think about all the magical stories usually have a protagonist, an antagonist, and a catalyst for change. The magician is the catalyst and is the one who helps the hero to become aware of its strength and to give a vision of how things can be, and help the hero, first of all, to fight his internal enemies, his internal dilemmas, before finding the strength to defeat the external enemy. The magician is the one who makes us believe that dreams will come true. Magician is the shaman, is the witch, the wizard, the alchemist, the psychologist, the guru, the charismatic leader. Help us to believe that dreams can come true, that the impossible is possible. Helps us to believe he is an inspirator, an influencer, an innovator, a visionary and lighter. Allows us to get to a transformative experience, a change which is first of all an internal change, a new consciousness inside. And visualization is the precursor of actualization. If we want to say the magician risks to become a bit too manipulative. Symbols of the magician are usually extraordinary elements of the nature, like the stars or the rainbow. But also, if you think about the Christmas Santa Claus, is a typical magician who transforms even the conscience of people in one night. Other symbols are related to this internal enlightenment, this change, or to magical potions and talismans who keep this strength to believe, who have this catalytic action, or the typical angels and souls of the religious symbols. The magic happens in alchemy when you put together two opposite elements and a catalytic agent which transforms everything into something positive. If we think about this, all the major brands could actually be magicians if they are able to provide a solution, so to be the catalytic agent of internal psychological dilemmas of consumers. There are some categories which are magical. Think about the whitening toothpaste. Think about makeup. How a woman can become beautiful thanks to the makeup. Think about the transformative experience of a fitness center which can really sculpt and transform a body and a person. Or thinks about the typical experience of the hairdresser for women. It's really a ritual which starts with a purification and gets to a transformative experience, a new level of consciousness of their beauty. As far as I know, none of the big brands operating in these categories are actually using all the potential of the magician to talk about their brand values. In the food categories, we will see in a dedicated video, we have many examples of brands which are potentially magician, just a work in progress, and we will give some suggestions. Brands who are magicians because they promise a transformative experience, or they are a catalyst for change, or they promise a change of consciousness. If the brands and categories we have seen are potentially magician, are work in progress, then we have two brands we will analyze which are actually magician in their essence, and they are actually communicating their magician archetype. One is Kellogg's Special K, and the second one is the king of the magicians, Coca Cola. In a dedicated video, please follow me.